Welcome to today's video broadcast slash YouTube video tutorial about BDBlocks. This is the video for the introduction of the Course Builder, the latest addition of the BDBlocks subplugins family. So this subplugin has been on the works for a while now. I've announced it like a month ago that there was an effort going on about creating the possibility for you to add courses and lessons to your directory so that you can add learning material that your members can watch. It also works as a way to engage your members with your directory because you can set courses to be restricted for members only, or also you can restrict the courses for membership levels so that you can upgrade your members to another higher tier so they can get premium material from you. So let's stop talking about it and go ahead and start with the video. So this format is new. It has been created thanks to Fiverr and your contributions. So thanks to all of you who have activated a BDBlocks license. All of this is possible thanks to you. So let's continue. So the features that this subplugin has is first of all creating modules. These are gonna help you teach your members a new skill, show your members how your platform works, everything that I discussed about in the previous slide. Create lessons. These lessons are gonna be part of the modules. So when you create a module, then you create the lessons, and the lessons are gonna be like the chapters of the module. So your members can go video by video, and each of the lessons can have their details and everything like that, and also their comments and reviews. So the members can discuss about the topics that you're talking about, and you can update the contents of the course depending on the comments of your members. There's also mark as complete, which is basically a button that lets the member click on it and mark the lesson as completed so that he can know what lessons he already finished watching and what lessons are pending to be watched. And membership level access. So this one is the big one because we all want to monetize our directory, and you need more members. That's a good stat to show the healthiness of your directory. So having member only content such as courses is gonna empower your directory to get more people. So the setup. The setup, which I'm gonna demonstrate later, is kind of complicated because the courses and lessons have an advanced structure. They have their own post setting, like an event or a blog. So these need to be created by the module. The module is gonna create those for you, so you don't need to set something up manually. You just need to click a few buttons, submit a few forms, and you should be good to go. So first of all, configure. You must go to your plugin page. Then go to the configure tab and save the changes. It's gonna load the defaults for you, but you need to save those so that the subplugin generates your configurations on the system. Then you must install the post settings. This is achievable with a button, so you just need to click on this install dependencies, and this is gonna take care of installing the post settings, the form for each post, and everything like that. Then loading the templates. So the modules and the lessons, they have a custom template which is available on the BDBlocks marketplace, and you can acquire it there. You must get it and then install it on each of the posts. So you must get the module template and the lesson template and install the module template on the module post type and the lesson template on the lesson post type, which I'm gonna demonstrate later, as I said. Then you must create the module, the first module of your directory. This can be done from the plugin page. You don't need to do any navigating for that. You just enter the essential information for the module, such as the member who owns the module, the category of the module, the title, the video embed for the introduction, and that should be it. And also the configurations for member only and stuff like that. Then you create the lessons. So the lessons are gonna be the pieces of your module of learning. So you can drag and drop them to sort them inside of the module. So it's gonna let you give a certain order, which is essential for learning, for a learning module, of course. And then finally publish. So once you save the module, it's gonna generate the post setting for you. It's gonna generate the module post. It's gonna generate each of the lessons posts as well, and it's gonna generate the URL for the module and the posts, which are essential for having proper mapping on your directory and breadcrumb navigation and stuff like that. So time for a demo. Now I'm gonna show you how it works and how it looks like. Let me just, there we go. So I'm gonna go to the BDBlocks suite. Okay, so now you see the course builder here, you click on it. This is gonna load the dashboard. The activity is currently not fully implemented, so it's not gonna show the people who have completed the lessons or stuff like that. I still have to finish setting this up, but for now you can proceed with creating modules, lessons, and setting up the configurations. So as I showed on the slide, the setup, the first step is coming to the configuration tab, clicking on Save Changes, and what this is gonna do is that it's gonna generate the configurations array on the system so that it can install the post settings. So the categories that you define here are gonna be carried on onto the modules and the lessons, and these URLs for the indexes are gonna be used on the posts that are installed. So when you click on post install, you can click on this even if you already have the dependency set up. This is gonna basically install everything that needs to be available on the directory for creating the modules and lessons. So if you go into the post settings, for example, after clicking on that, you should see the e-learning course and the e-learning lesson post type available. And also the forms are generated. So if you go to Toolbox and Form Manager, you can see the e-learning course and e-learning lesson forms here. These are generated by the plugin, so you don't need to take care of that. So we go back to the module, and I mean to the plugin. So now from the modules tab, you can create a module. So first of all, you can leave the module disabled if you want. If you want to just try out the system, it's gonna let you see it if you're logged in, but it's not gonna let others see the modules or load on the search results. So let's give this module a URL. So this URL, you don't need to put slash lesson, slash module, slash name of the module. You just need to enter a URL. Then you need to enter the owner. This is gonna be the owner of the post that is created for the lessons and the modules. It is important that you give access to the membership level of the administrator or whoever is gonna have ownership of the posts. You must give them access to post on the e-learning module and the e-learning lesson, so that the modules appear on the module search results page. Okay, so let's say this is admin. I think it was. Yep. Okay, now the category, I can leave it like that. This dropdown is gonna update whenever you change the configurations, just FYI. Okay, so on the video embed field, you can add any embed type that you want. So if you have a Vimeo account and you have the Vimeo videos set up to be private or only available in certain URLs, you can use the Vimeo embed code for this field, and it's gonna respect all of that configuration. I'm just gonna use a YouTube video for now. whatever pops up. Okay, so I click on share, I select the embed option, I copy this code, I paste it here. One thing that must be adjusted is the width. It must be 100% so that it's responsive, and the height must be 500 so that it's not too wide. The image preview, you can use an image from your directory. So I'm gonna use this one. The average duration, let's say 15 minutes. Start date, let's say today, and the end date is gonna be 31. The required digital asset, I can leave it blank. Let's say that it's not members only content and everything else can be left like this. The membership IDs are of course the membership levels that should have access to this module. The group ID, this is used to define modules that are together. So if you want multiple modules to be on the same group, you must enter the same ID here and they're gonna be automatically put together. And the group order basically defines what module, what order should this module take in the group. So since it's not easy to drag and drop this, I created the order like this. So now about the lessons. If you click on use lesson, it's gonna open a module with the available lessons that are not assigned to a module. Right now I have none, so it doesn't show any. So let's go ahead and create a lesson. Such as the module, I need to define this URL without any thing before it or after it. Content markup, the video embed. Okay, I'm gonna choose another video. And the image preview. And the duration, let's say 10 minutes. So this is gonna create the lesson data on the system, but it's not gonna create the lesson on as a post. So it means that it doesn't create the lesson itself, so people should not be able to see it right away. It's only gonna be saved on the site if you save it as part of a module. So now that I have a module and I have a lesson in it, I'm gonna click on create. Now the module is created. So if I go to, well, I haven't finished setting this up. I just confirmed that creating a module and a lesson works. So now I must go to the page builder. Okay, now that you are in the page builder, if you go to the marketplace tab and you click on features, you should see that there is an e-learning lesson and an e-learning module templates available. You can get them with the license activation iguana coins that you get, which are 100, or if you need more, you can contact me and I can help you out with that. So now, once you have acquired them, you must go to the features tab, and under lesson, you must click on install template. Now you must select the lesson template, click on install. Now that it's loaded, go to the general settings tab and make sure to click on enable this template. This should be checked. Then click on save and publish changes. And this will generate the lesson template for you. So if you watch a lesson, it should load the template that we just installed. We gotta do the same for the course. So I select the module template. I click on install. I go to the general settings tab and I make sure to have enabled this template checked before I click on save and publish changes. So now if I go back to the pages, the templates are loaded on the site. So let's go and click on visit website. And go to the learning page. So now we see the learning modules here. The other one that I created, it might not be appearing here because it is not set as published. So let me go back there and set it as published so we can see what happened after I created. Oh, my bad, I didn't click on course builder. Okay. So let's come here in modules and edit the module. Then click on enable this module. And let's reload the search results. So there it is. If I click on the module, I should get the module template that I installed. And the lessons should be down here, but the lesson that I added isn't enabled, so it's not appearing. So let me go ahead and enable it. Oh. Actually, it wasn't loaded. Maybe there's a problem with the create module. I need to check it. So I click on use lesson. There it is, some lesson for training. Let's click on pick. Click on save changes. Oh, the status is inactive. Let me update that real quick. Okay. So now if we reload the page, the lesson is here. If I click on the progress checkbox, it should mark it as checked. And if I click on the lesson itself, now I'm taken to the lesson page. The lessons appear on the sidebar. The content appears here, and the video appears on the top. So now let's go ahead and create another lesson and add it to the same module so that we can see how multiple lessons behave together. Okay, let me go and look for another video. Remember to always change the width to 100% and the height to 500. Okay, let's save the changes now. Reload the lesson. And there is the second lesson now. So we can continue with each lesson. And it's gonna work as we expect. So this is the e-learning module. Well, the e-learning subplugin, the course builder subplugin, sorry, 3 times. I'm gonna set this to public release as soon as the dashboard is working with all the activity as expected. For now, you can get the template, you can install it, you can follow the installation steps as well, and you can set up the modules and lessons for your members. So let's do something else. Let me go ahead and change the members only configuration and set a membership level that I do not have, so that we can see what happens when you don't have access to the module. So membership ID should be 420 and members only. So it's gonna tell me your subscription level has no access to this content. Please upgrade your membership. Now if I remove the members only and leave the membership IDs, it's gonna let me watch the module. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this introduction, and let me go and see the comment section of Facebook to see if we got any questions. Nope, everything good. So that was it. Hope you enjoyed once again, and see you next time. This video is gonna be available on the documentation tab of the courses subplugin, so If you want to rewatch it, you can find it on Facebook or also find it on the page builder plugin itself. Thank you once again and see you next time. Ciao.